Hey guys, it's Greg again. Wanted to just briefly go over the markets with you and start with Bitcoin of what is going on with Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to go up or is it going to go down? Those that follow the 60-day cycle, this was the cycle high. And I think that this is just my opinion on everything that's going to be going on. I think there's going to be a bounce coming on Bitcoin and then possibly a target into this box to go down for a cycle low around this, somewhere in this area probably, and then down that way. So we'll dig in a little bit deeper and see what's going on. The Bitcoin is doing it. You could say this is a nice 5-wave impulse. To me, it's just weird. It's some more like WXY moves in there. And it has, if it comes down, it completes like some sort of fifth like this, which it could. And it has divergence, then there would be a bounce. That's kind of what I'm waiting for, a bounce at some point. If this is a 5-wave down, there will be a bounce at some point. Then again, this could be wrong. This could be a wrong count. It could be, some sort of WXY move on the way down, and then there'll be a X move up. So this could be like a W and then an X move up and then down for a Y. Because more than likely, guys, this is going to be a 3-wave move down like this. This is kind of what I'm expecting, whether it's a WXY or an ABC. I'm kind of expecting something, either it's here or here, and then there'll be a bump up, and then there'll be a 3-wave move down. Okay, that's just kind of what I'm kind of expecting. Whether it starts right here and it goes up, or it goes down a little bit more and then it goes up. So that's the area that I'm looking. And there's trades that you could do on the long side, but I personally wouldn't do it, just because this trend now is down. There's a downtrend, so you would be doing a counter trend move. And the problem with those moves is that you could get in and then it could just fall. So you could go long, but if you have stop losses and safe, you just have to be careful on counter trend moves. That's just my opinion. Ethereum, you see on Ethereum. So I have Bitcoin more in what is an impulse move here, but on Ethereum, I have it set up more like a WXY. So this is kind of what I'm looking at with Ethereum, in my opinion. So either Ethereum did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and it'll come down, maybe like something like that's kind of, and then with a WXY, or it might go lower. So here's the trend on Ethereum. See this trend line right here? I'm kind of expecting something maybe along those lines. It'll go down and then we might get a bounce. So whether it stops here and it does a bounce, or it goes here and does a bounce. But this is kind of the first, I've made a video on Ethereum where this would be the first area that I would be looking. And then let me turn this to green. And then the next area is from right here, guys. See this line to that line, and then that trend line. So would expect something. I'm kind of looking for something like this. So this could be either a W here or here, up for an X and then down for a Y, something like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So the other thing is too, that you want to be aware of with Ethereum, is that it could come down and maybe this is a WXY like that, and then it could do another run up like this. So on this side, you want to be on the lookout for bullish signals to maybe get in on a coin like Ethereum, and you could write it up, and it might make another move like that where it goes to the X. If the X isn't in, it might go over there. So I mean, it sucks with trading because you just don't know until usually it's off, and you have to wait for confirmation. So that's what sucks about it. But I'll go over some other basic coins. On Solana, here, there's it's Solana, I think, is going to be in some sort of different count, because technically that should be a third wave. You know, it's deeper on the 4 hour, so that should be a third wave, and Solana should be in some sort of fourth wave correction. So the reality of it, that should be like down here, and then the fourth wave would be over here. Like, yeah, the fourth wave would be over here, and it could have been done right there, and it's just trying to come down. But let's look at the RSI is not going up much. So yeah, with Solana, I would say it's either going to do some sort of correction like this, and it's going to maybe swing back down, or it might be done and might start going up. That could be the end right there. So you want to be careful of that and start looking for bullish signals, you know, in this area, in my opinion, with Solana. Near protocol, one of the strong ones. You know, near protocol to me this is an obvious 3-wave move. Here's another 3-wave move. And if this is 3 and this is 3, then it's some sort of WXY. And then near, you know, it could be, you know, making a fourth wave correction like that, complex correction. It can go up. It could go up. Yeah, it could go up. This is near's just really a good performer right now. And you know, if Bitcoin makes a downturn, a good one, this is the area, you know, my first area to be looking for near is like $7. And if it gets down, you know, I just really think if you can get near protocol down in this area, you know, I want to say this is probably an area to ape in. It's going to depend on the markets, but I think this is going to be a great area to buy near protocol. I mentioned this in some other videos. In my opinion, in the next run up, when all the coins are bullish, Bitcoin is bullish, Ethereum's bullish, my opinion, near protocol is going to be the next Solana. Just like everybody was talking about Solana in the last thing where it went from $2 up to 200. This is good. It'll be near protocol. If you find it down here, it'll be that, my opinion. So I'm very bullish on near protocol. Luna. See, Luna did put in that, you see, Luna did put in that, that fifth wave. It came down and put in that fifth wave. So yeah, Luna, if that's a fifth wave, I would expect a bounce on Luna, and it'd probably be a pretty good bounce. And this could be a good, on that bounce, a short setup, or, you know, this could be a long play down here, because, you know, I expect Luna to bounce pretty good. It could be just, you know, I still don't like the correction to go long for me. I would still like to see it down here and then go long on that. I would feel a lot more comfortable down here with it. But I would, if it gets up here, I would be comfortable shorting it and then flipping it and going long. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm just patiently waiting. I think a good strategy right now is, if you're in the crypto market, is, you know, be majority in stables, yield on stables as safely as you can, find good protocols that yield, you know, UST Luna, I think is pretty good, a place to yield. So, I mean, I have, you know, stuff ready to get Luna if need be. So I just think that's a good strategy, and to do smaller yield on the majority of your portfolio. If you're just solely in crypto market, yield solely just in crypto, and you know, do smaller type trades, you know, in and out, I think is really probably the best strategy right now in the crypto market. I just don't think it's time to go long and buy coins on the dip. I don't think it's that time yet. That's just my own personal opinion. So I just don't think the market is ready for that yet. So I think that's probably the best strategy you could have right now. I didn't go over Phantom. Yeah, Phantom is, to me, you know, there's a, you know, looks like some divergence there. And this is probably the correction on Phantom from that little bit of divergence. And I was hoping for it to get up a little bit higher, at least at 382 or something like that. I was kind of hoping for it, because this could be a good short right here on Phantom, and then down in this box, and then this area is the first area that I would be looking. If you can see on Phantom, just go out to the daily. Once it breaks this area on Phantom, this is the next area. You can see the area right there. And then if it breaks this area that comes back, it could come back to 40 or 50 cents. And then in my opinion, this area, get the RSI down nice and low. And this would be a good area starting to go long on Phantom. Let's see, Polkadot. Let's see. Yeah, I did some divergence there. Yeah, I would say that's not a 3. I think it's something more like this. On DOT, it did a 5. Yeah, DOT could be in a correction like this, something like that. So what else is there? I just want to go over these real brief with you. Oh, look at this. Hex is pumping. Look at that. Hex is pumping. What's going on here? Go out to 4-hour. With Hex, shot up the RSI. Okay, so it's a 4th, truncated 5th, it looks like. Oh no, let's see. 1, 2. No, what to do here? One, 2. That would be 3. Something like that on Hex. That's too high for a 4. So it broke a sequence. Hex broke a sequence here, and 1, 2, this is suspicious right here. You just have to look at that. That RSI came way up, and you can't call it, but I guess you could call it a 4th wave. Let's see here. Let's see what it did. If you go 1, 2, 3, yeah, that 4th wave can still go up there, maybe down for a 5, because this would be the 3rd. I'd have to recheck that. So I'm still expecting Hex to go down. Go to the dollar real quick. It just keeps trending up, the DXY. And it should be coming into a correction. And then possibly once that happens, that once it does this little correction, it comes down, then that's when the crypto market will pump. Go over Rune again. Yeah, it's just saying, I think Rune's in a B wave. It's going to pop up, it could pop up pretty good and then come down on that C wave. I went into detail on a video about this where there's been some discussion that this is bullish. I don't think that it is. I think that it's in a massive ABC. And you can see, if you go out to the daily on the RSI on this structure right here, starting right here, it went up. It's already corrected that whole structure. So this is something new. This is definitely something new. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. Just going over Bitcoin and Ethereum. I still think it's a moment of truth for these assets right now, unless you're doing small trades and stuff or shorter trades. I'm not interested in the shorter trades. I'm kind of more interested in the move. So with Bitcoin, I'm still probably expecting a little bit more downside. So if it's not there, then it could be going up, especially if that dollar is going to go in a correction. It could be going up into some sort of correction where this will end up being a 3-way move, more than likely. Something, well, it would be more like this. If this is the count, it would be up for an A and then maybe down for a B. So or this could be something like with a W. If it's a WXY, it could go up for an X and down for a Y. More than likely, somewhere along the lines, in my opinion, we're going to get a bounce. Somewhere along, it's going to correct this, this whole thing to the upside. Just taking a fib retracement and say it stops right there. You know, 3A2 at a minimum, and then, you know, 44. See Bitcoin up to go to 44, even as high as 46. All right, guys, that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Peace.